So I really appreciated the movie, guys. I thought that it did a very good job of telling, kind of more like depressing kind of story, but in a very positive light, and you guys kept the optimism the whole time. How did Inequality for All start for you guys?
Well, I'm not an economist, and I don't have a particularly political background, but I found myself desperate to understand this stuff and understand it in a way that didn't condescend to me and make me think that I had to have a degree to sort of get what was happening to me. So I was really determined to make a story that felt honest and true, but that also, I guess sort of wasn't too complex. And the only person telling the story in that way that I could really wrap my head around was Robert Reich. And I was lucky enough to know him.
And Jake came to my office, sold me a bill of goods, said it was not going to be really very hard. It was going to be a cinch. And
he really didn't know what he was getting into.
I had no idea what I was getting into.
All right. So what was your inspiration then to tell Reich's story?
Well, it was that. I felt personally a tremendous amount of economic uncertainty and anxiety, and so did all my friends. And I felt sort of trapped in the 24-hour news cycle. I felt everything I was hearing was either the Republicans think this or the Democrats think that, but I wasn't really getting what was happening to me in the world, and he was the one who broke it down for me, or I understood it when he said it.
Robert, what are the advantages of portraying some of the information from your books in a feature film?
I can actually possibly get to people.
Huh.
A book, if it's a bestseller, sells maybe 50,000 copies. I've had best-selling books, but a film can really reach potentially many, many times that.
Okay, so the economy is very serious in its current state, like I said, depressing. Can you guys tell us about your decision of keeping an optimistic tone throughout the film?
I think it's very important that people not fall into cynicism, because the only way anything's going to change is if people join together, organize, mobilize, and change it. That's the only way anything ever happens in this country. Cynicism is the great enemy of social change.
Well, also, I think it's uplifting to know what's happening, to sort of get the sort of truth or the real story about it. So I actually feel like the film is positive, and I feel like it sort of was inspirational for me to make. I hope people have the same experience that I had making it when they watch it. I feel like it's sort of inspiring and uplifting film.
Definitely. Tell me about the whole process with using Kickstarter to fund parts of the film.
What's inspiring about Kickstarter is anybody who cares and connects and has $1 can help you make a movie. And I'd be sitting in the edit room watching the number tick up on Kickstarter, and you could see another $10, another $25, another $50. And that was amazing. It's a way to sort of feel like you're part of a community making something rather than alone. So that was, for me personally, pretty inspiring to work with Kickstarter.
And all those people who contributed are listed at the end of the film. It takes about 30 minutes of the film.
In the end credits, there's over 1,000 names.
Yeah, it was the first time I ever was able to see that. So I guess, what are some actions that people can take after watching this film?
There's a website that we refer people to, that we've created with, in fact, a whole team has been creating it, that lists a variety of areas that people can work in, what they can do individually, what can they do with their neighbors and friends, political action that they can take with regard to making work pay, improving education, having a tax system that is fair, having financial regulations that really do prevent what we've seen before, getting big money out of politics, and improving education.